What an extraordinary celebration of the LBJ School's 50th anniversary this has been. I only wish my father and mother were here to witness what they created and how they both continue to contribute to a brighter future. Listening to Admiral McRaven, a heroic four-star admiral who also happens to be a professor at the LBJ School, I am reminded what remarkable talent resides in our halls and the eminent world leaders who have passed through its doors over the past 50 years, all determined to inspire new generations of young people toward public service. Admiral McRaven's outstanding service to our country is matched by his unwavering faith in the potential of our students and new generations of leaders across the globe to make this world a better place. There is something else that my father would have recognized as a signature LBJ legacy: our determination to train young leaders to work together, to cross the often rigid divides of disciplines and backgrounds, and yes, politics. My father understood the value of working with people he disagreed with in order to get things done. It's easy to forget that during these divisive times, so let me remind you of just some of the laws he signed that had bipartisan support. The Elementary and Secondary Education Act to help vulnerable children with federal funding of local schools, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the 1965 Immigration Act, which ended the 1920s era quotas on immigration, leading to the diverse nation that we have today, the landmark 1964 Civil Rights Act, and the 1965 Voting Rights Act. In fact, we often forget that civil rights would never have passed if we hadn't had a lot of Republican support. And of course, there is Medicare. In fact, in 1965, after Medicare passed on a bipartisan vote, my father traveled to Missouri to give the first Medicare cards to President and Mrs. Truman. He knew they too had worked hard to make this happen. They were among those who had started that ball rolling. The result? All senior citizens in this country enjoy more security of health care. Even and especially in these polarized times, we're intent on fostering new generations of leaders who can appeal to people's better natures, who are willing to work together on difficult issues, who can inspire and educate all of us. We at the LBJ School understand that public service isn't an easy or a safe calling. As William Shakespeare once wrote, the evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft interred with their bones. Yes, we remember the bad, and too often we forget to herald the good people and their good deeds. As we mark this 50th anniversary of the LBJ School, my father's living legacy, let us send a message to all those young people fighting for change. We see you, we value you, and most importantly, we believe in you. And as my good friend, former Texas Lieutenant Governor assures us, if my father could see the young people studying at this school, he'd take full possession of their ambition to do good. He would say, and I'm quoting Ben, "They're my young men and women, and that's why we're going to save this country." Thank you for being part of the LBJ School's 50th anniversary. And thank you, Dean Evans, for your incredible leadership and dedication to make our dreams come true. Good night, God bless, and now I will pass the baton over to Dean Evans for closing remarks.